I turned the home I inherited into an Airbnb. My sister thought it would be a family home forever. My grandpa died 6 months ago and left behind this beach house in California that's been in our family since the 70s. His will split everything 3 ways between me, my sister Ashley, and our cousin Todd. Todd picked first and took $500,000 in cash. Ashley went second and also took $500,000 cash. I got the house because I was youngest and had no choice. Honestly, I was hyped about it. Ashley started coming down every other weekend with her boyfriend Kevin. I didn't care because I was only going once a month and she's my sister. She'd text Thursday nights asking if I was using it and I'd say nah. Then the property tax bill showed up. $12,000 due in 30 days. I'm 26 and make $42,000 a year at a vet clinic. I had $3,000 in savings. My stomach dropped. I called my mom freaking out and she goes, yeah, didn't you know Grandpa paid $25,000 a year in property taxes? No, nobody said anything. I called the county to see if they messed up. The lady basically said, welcome to coastal California, this is normal. My grandpa had been paying that much and it was only going up. So I had 3 options. Sell it, somehow find $2,000 a month forever, or make it pay for itself. A property manager said I could get $300 to $400 a night on Airbnb easy. I could block weekends for myself and still cover everything. I texted Ashley that I had to start renting it because of taxes, but she could still book it at a discount. She called me like 10 seconds later, absolutely losing it, screaming about destroying Grandpa's memory and turning his home into a business. I tried explaining the tax situation, but she kept talking over me, saying I should just pay it. I said, Ashley, I literally cannot afford $25,000 a year on my salary. She goes, then sell it to someone who'll keep it as a real home, not some Airbnb trash. I hung up. She emailed me an hour later. Full essay about how I was ruining surf communities and becoming a parasite landlord. Then another email. Then another. 9 emails in 3 days, and each one got worse. I stopped reading and set up the Airbnb anyway. Changed the locks, hired a cleaner, took photos, made the listing. First booking came in for July 4th weekend at $850 for 2 nights. Week later, I needed the estate lawyer's email for insurance stuff. I was searching my Gmail and found an email thread between Ashley and Todd from February. I wasn't copied on it. Subject said house decision. Ashley wrote she was taking cash on purpose even though she actually wanted the house. Her exact words were, I'm going to let him take it, then just use it whenever since he won't care. And in 2 years when he realizes he can't afford upkeep, I'll offer $300,000 and he'll take it because he'll be desperate. Why pay $500 now when I can get it for $300 later? Todd wrote back, LOL, that's actually smart. He has no idea what he's getting into. That's when it clicked. She knew about the taxes. She set me up to fail so she could swoop in and buy it cheap later. I forwarded the email to her. No message, just sent it. She called immediately. I declined. She texted that I was misunderstanding everything. I blocked her number. She emailed from her work email. Blocked that too. Friday, my cleaning person called saying someone was at the house refusing to leave. I drove down there and Ashley's car was in the driveway. I walked in and she was in the kitchen with Kevin and 2 suitcases just standing there. She said she wasn't leaving. This was family property and I couldn't kick her out. I said I have paying guests arriving tomorrow morning. She goes, I'll tell them the house is under family dispute and get your whole listing shut down. Kevin was just staring at the floor, looking uncomfortable. I pulled out my phone right there and called the police non-emergency line. Said I have someone trespassing in my property who won't leave. Ashley's face went red. She grabbed both suitcases and shoved past me hard enough that I had to catch myself on the doorframe. Kevin followed her without saying anything. She yelled from the driveway that I was dead to her, and she hoped I was happy. My guests checked in the next day. Retired couple from Washington. They left a 5-star review saying the house was perfect and left homemade raspberry jam as a thank you with a note. They paid $900 total. I used some of it to install a Ring camera at the front door. 2 weeks later, it caught Ashley pulling up in the driveway at like 11 at night. She just sat in her car for 5 minutes staring at the house. Then she noticed the camera, flipped it off, and peeled out. That was a month ago. Haven't heard from her since.